So with everything going on this year, working from home has become more and more increasing. Everybody now is working from home, whether tech companies, design agencies, it's the cool thing to do. Well, I mean, it's not the cool thing to do, it's the right thing to do. And as we're working from home, we're now having our meetings with our coworkers or our clients online, whether it be through Zoom or Google Hangout or whatever. And many people are looking to level up their live stream or their Zoom call setup so that they look better on camera. As an owner of a design agency, I know many clients get pretty impressed when we get on a Zoom call and they see my camera and my lighting, they see the quality that I'm bringing to them and they get impressed with that. It's like, a good first impression, especially if you're like a freelance designer and you're getting on these calls with clients. And the more I do these videos and these calls, more and more people are asking me in the comments or even messaging me, hey, what's your live stream setup? What camera are you using? What lighting are you using? What microphone are you using? And they want to get all the details on how to do it. And in this video, we're gonna go over my live stream setup, the setup that I use for my client calls or whenever I go live on YouTube or Facebook. And this setup is actually pretty affordable. If you already have a camera, this setup is gonna be less than $500. And the bulk of that $500 is really for the Elgato Cam Link, which some cameras now you can actually make do without, and we're gonna talk about that later on. And the other pricey item is really the microphone. But without these items, if you have like some DSLR or some camera that you already have, you can use that as well. Of course, we're gonna go over the camera that I use for my setup, but feel free to use your own camera as well. So the first thing we're gonna go over, of course, is the camera. The camera that I'm using is the Sony a6400. Right now on Amazon for the body with the kit lens is actually $998. Now, as you notice, this is not the kit lens. Without the kit lens, if you want just the body only, it's $898. Now, I do recommend that you get the kit lens. Now, the kit lens is actually good enough. You don't need this lens, and we're going to talk about this lens later on. But for only $100 more, you get the kit lens, and that's actually going to be really instrumental, especially if you're into vlogging. If you want to take your camera out, the a6400 is a very portable camera. It's really good. It has a flip out screen. As you can see here, this is really good, especially even the camera that I'm using right now. It's just the A7 II. It's not that good, to be honest. Even the quality you can see is not as good as my other videos. And especially this doesn't have a screen. Like, I don't know, I can't see the video right now. But the a6400 has a really nice flip out screen. You can see yourself, and it's really good for vlogging as well as your tabletop setup. Now, this camera rarely ever leaves my desk. It kind of stays over here. Sometimes I'll take it out if I want to, hang out with my family and want to take capture some memories or some video. Now, if you do have a little bit more cash with you, I do recommend that you get the newer model, which is the a6600, and I believe it's only about $1298. It's about $300 more. And the reason why, the a6400 does not have in-body stabilization, while the a6600 does have in-body stabilization. So whenever you're vlogging, if you want to take it for vlogging, it's going to be kind of shaky, and people don't want to see that. You don't want to see that either. But it's really good if it's just going to stay on the desk. Now, the lens that I have is the Sigma 16mm 1.4, and I got this lens because I really like the focal range of it, and I'm glad that it's a 1.4 so that I'm able to get a little bit of separation from my background. My background is just my room. I don't have like some nice YouTube setup or whatever. It's really just my bedroom. As you can see, my bed is always on my videos, but I want a little bit of separation, that blurriness, that bokeh or bokeh, whatever you call it. So I got the 1.4 aperture, and the 16mm is pretty nice. It gets, it captures a lot of things. It's not too close, not too far. And with the A6000 series, A6400 or A6600, because it's a crop sensor, that 16mm is actually a little closer, inching into like around 24mm instead of a full frame where it is a true 60mm. So it's a great focal range for your camera, and I believe it's about $370. Now, going back to what I was talking about a while ago, I said I recommend the kit lens, especially if you want to take it out for vlogging. You see, this lens does not have any stabilization at all, but the A64 and the A6400 does not have in-body stabilization. So the kit lens, which is I think it's like a 18 through 70, I'm not sure what the kit lens is, but it has this thing called OSS, which is optical steady shot. So the lens has some sort of stabilization while this lens does not. Now if you have an A6600 which has in-body stabilization, then you can go ahead and take this. But we're talking about a live stream setup. It's gonna stay in your desk, so I do recommend this lens, but you know what? It's not that crucial. If you want to just spend $998, just go ahead and get the kit lens with the A6400, and that should work for you. There's some other options out there available. There's the Canon M50, there's a Sony ZV-1. All those cameras would be good enough. Now the tripod I'm using is just this simple, small tabletop tripod. I actually got this free from I think it was with a ring light that I purchased. This was free with it, but you can actually get equivalent of it. It's on Amazon. It's an Amazon, kind of an Amazon Basics lightweight tripod. It's only $17. I did add a plate on this, which is kind of like a plate where you can take out the camera a lot easier than the tripod itself, and that plate is only like $10–20. The next thing that we want to talk about is sometimes even more important than the video, and I say that because if you have a phone or even a simple webcam, you're good with that. What's more important is the audio, and the audio, the microphone that I use is actually, I bought this in the beginning of quarantine, is the Blue Yeti. Now, the Blue Yeti mic right now is about $130. This is the standard microphone for everyone starting out. Whether you're starting out with podcasts, you want to do video or live stream, everybody, every YouTuber, every a creator at one point in their life had a Blue Yeti microphone, and it's awesome. There's a lot of modifications with it. You can control the gain and all that stuff, and it's simple. It's USB connection. I do want to stress that, especially if you have like a Mac, make sure you get a USB mic. I've bought 2 microphones before I even knew about it that were an audio jack, and that does not work with your Mac unless you put like a splitter or something like that. It's a lot better if you just get a USB microphone, and I do recommend the Blue Yeti microphone. Now the next important aspect of your video is the lighting. Now I can show you the light. I can't hold it up for you right now because I'm actually using this light. It is lighting up this video, but it is a newer NEEWER rollable LED light panel. It's about $145. It's pretty good. It comes with a remote. You know, you can control the brightness with the remote. You can control the temperature as well. Now I put it on my desk using this pole right here. It kind of usually just stays on my desk. I put it on this pole, which is a newer, same brand, tabletop light stand. It's about $40, and you just kind of put on your table stand, you just screw it in, and it stays there, it stays in place. And then I connect it with the ANNOTATIONS tripod ball head. And this ball head, this is one of my favorite items because I was surprised with how affordable it is. It's only $15, but it's very sturdy. It's good quality. It's a great quality. You can put it on top of any tripod, and then you have a ball head mount. It's a lot more affordable than those more expensive options out there like Joby and those, you know, crazy brands. This one is actually a really, really good quality, a good heavy, and when I would say heavy, like it's sturdy and it's really good quality. So that's the ball head that I use for this light. Now, this light is kind of bright whenever I use it on my desk setup, especially because my videos are shot at 24 frames per second. So therefore, the shutter speed I put at 50, and then I also shoot at 1.8, which is already pretty bright. So what I do, instead of the light facing me, I actually turn it around and have it facing the wall. And as you can see, I have a white wall, and the light bounces back to me, and it's actually more even. It kind of you know, it evens out the lighting all around my face instead of directional. And because if it's like hitting my face straight up, I have like these white spots, and it's just not good quality. One also fix that you can use, if it's too bright, put a white t-shirt over it, and it really just eases the light. And then one of the last things we want to talk about is the connection. Now, the one I'm using is the Elgato Cam Link 4K. It is about $125. Like I mentioned, this is going to be one of the more expensive stuff on your list. Now, the cameras now, their software has updated. Some of the newer cameras, you're actually now able to you're able to connect it directly to your computer using their software. Canon has the utility software that they use where you can connect a Canon camera to your computer without the need of this. Sony as well has a feature now where you can connect their camera to your computer and use it for live stream without the need of this. I already had it, and so I'll go ahead and use it. It's really simple. You just get the HDMI. HDMI goes in here, and then you make sure the other end of your wire is a micro HDMI. So you get a micro HDMI to HDMI wire. Micro HDMI goes to your camera. HDMI goes here, and then you can just click, connect this USB to your computer. Now I have a MacBook Pro which has only USB-C, so of course I have to get a dongle, connect this to the dongle, then connect the dongle to my MacBook. And once it's connected, I mean, it just loads it right away. The computer recognizes it, Zoom recognizes it, OBS recognizes it, and you can set up and use it for your live stream already. Now the last little thing that I have, just to make it pop a little bit, are my LED smart bulbs. And these are only $28 for out a pack of 2. The brand I use is particularly Govee. And the reason why I have this is, as you can see, my bedroom, I just film it in my bedroom. And my bed's here, my dresser's here. In order for me to make it pop a little bit, I want to add a little bit of color, because usually we just have a lamp in the background. Is I have these Govee bulbs, and then I can control it with my phone. And if I press the button, I can make it purple, and that's usually the color that I like. Being a Laker fan, that's kind of my brand. But I can really put any color I want. I can make it blue, I can make it teal, or I could even make it red. Well, that's pretty much the list. Now, all these items, I have it compiled in a list below. You can visit my kit website, kit.co/rr Abrot. I have my live stream set up, and I have my YouTube setup as well. My YouTube setup has some other items in there, like my Rode microphone, my vlogging setup that I use, so you can actually check that out. And all of these are affiliate links. If you click those, it helps me out a little bit, and it helps me keep creating these videos for you guys. Just a disclaimer, those are affiliate links. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope that video has helped you upgrade your live stream or your Zoom call setup. If you're new to the channel, my name is RR Abrot, and I love to help freelance designers in their journey as they grow their business, and I don't know, help you just make money doing what you love and being able to spend time with your family. And that's really my passion. If that video was a help to you, please consider clicking that like button. That helps us bump the video up in the YouTube algorithm. And please consider subscribing. We're coming out with content about web design, about freelance design, and how you can level up your business. That's it for today, guys. Until next time, always keep learning. Peace.